Hello everyone, this is Jay from Formwork Adelaide. Today I will show you the most important thing when you receive the Sweetheart Storm, which is the pre-flight check, as well as some regular maintenance tips. Now bear in mind, it will perform great when you have a regular maintenance schedule for it. It is a very strong performing machine, but you just need to take care of it. Firstly, we'll explain this is universal to any 2 Plus or 2023 version if you're from China, Singapore, or Malaysia. And it will not suitable for the 2022 version or the V version if you like. The best way to identify those is just look at the mode of these two different ones. You'll notice for the V version or the 22 version will have a notch around here. So internal for this model is slightly different on this part. Okay, so to start our pre-flight and assembly here, you do need a set of hex keys, the metric hex keys. Here you do need a 2.5. Later on we'll use a 3mm hex key here. I do recommend you buy a set just like this, so you have a longer ones than your regular set, which is quite short. Okay, we'll leave this here. And now we need to put the barrel assembly together. If you're using a shorter barrel, and you can use one of these handguard, CQB handguard we got here. If you use a longer one, please put it together as well. So this one is fairly easy. And you just insert the barrel from the front into the barrel holder. Goes in pretty much like here, so make sure you insert it all the way through. It should be a very easy fit. And you grab one of the 2.0 hex keys and just tighten up these 4 grab screws here. Okay, that's done. And just to insert it to the front of the blaster, and make sure the screw holes meet here. And then grab your assembly screw pad. Have a set of screws just for the front end. And Storm uses quite standardized industrial screw here, so if you don't have enough, you could buy from your hardware store. Okay, so the screw we need here is M4 by 12 mil, and we need 2 of the M4 by 16 mil from the bottom. So in case of mixing up, we will tighten up those 2 first. So they are located in the bottom here. Okay, that's done all the pre-flight assembly here. Before we start doing anything else, please check all the screws we have and to make sure you tie them up, because the shipment may cause some of the screws became loose. Another thing you could do to check is you can remove these 2 screws and reveal the guiding rod of the Darren ball. So it should stay in this forward position every time you finish using. We'll come back to this later. If you're happy with everything, we can start to put into the batteries. Now, Storm supports 2 kind of batteries, that is the 11.1 volt and also the 14.8 volt. I'm just going to use the 14.8 for here. It's a bit tricky firstly to insert the batteries, but what you can do is you can lay it down flat side, push it in, leave the charging port underneath, and you can have the rest of the cable tucked in just like that. Will come with the converter as well. Plug in here. Before you plug in, there's a very important thing that you check the switch position. This is the most important thing during this assembly, and make sure you did it right. What you need to do is make sure that the switch here is in the backward position. If it's in the backwards position, then it's all good, don't touch it. Battery's in there. From there, put the cover in, put the hand screws in there. Done. I suggest you put the cover back on. Push this forward. All the way. If you can see here, the Darren ball moved from the forward position to the back position. That means it's primed. So you can start using the blaster. When you finish the blaster today and you want to check the switch position, there will be one dart still in the chamber, so you need to clear the chamber first. What you need to do is just to point it to the ground or point it to the target. Please don't point it to people and their faces. So you need to move this switch to the middle position, and it will clear the chamber for you. Now you can move it all the way to the back. Double check the Darren position, so now the Darren ball come back to the forward position here. And you can remove the battery and pack away. Now to do the regular maintenance. That is what I recommended to do before you attend every game. So doing these parts, make sure the basic parts will work really well. So I do recommend using some sort of lubricant in the grease form, so it's a little bit denser than your silicone oils. First one is the guiding rod here, so make sure you grab the and that's your guiding rod. And another thing you can do is lubricate the pusher O-ring. This is exposed, so make sure there's nothing trapped in between the guiding rod and also the cover here. What you need to do is you connect the battery. Before connect again, just to double check positions in the back. Connect. For the normal 2.0 version, if you push it to the middle position, press the trigger. If you can stop at the right time, it will expose the O-ring from here. In this case, I won't use my finger, just use a dart. Sits in the back, push, chamber's cleared. Switch position is all the way to the back. Disconnect the battery. Okay, that's the lubricant. Another thing people are asking is about the Darren ball. So what you need to do is make sure you disconnect everything and use one of these 3.0 hex key. Now you can remove this whole guide part. And you'll see the Darren ball right here. Again, thanks everybody for your support. It's definitely overwhelming, and there will be a series of video coming up telling you more about the internals and sort of detailed guidance for your storm. So thanks very much. I'm Jay from Formwork Adelaide, and see you next time.